to remember that losing weight is not good, losing fat is good. Okay, so if we focus on the wrong things, that we have to lose weight, things are going to not happen correctly, right? We are going to lose 60-70% muscles and we'll be happy. But at the end of the day, if you lose more muscles, you are going to increase your body fat percentage. Hey, Tavares, thanks for joining, man. All right, thank you so much. So if you lose more muscles, as I said, then your fat, then your body fat percentage is going down. So there is no use of losing weight. Okay, we have to talk in terms of losing 20 pounds of fat and minimum muscle loss, right? That's what we are talking. So what can we do regarding that? So first thing, what we don't have to do, we don't have to do extreme cardio to lose fat, because cardio is exactly not built to lose fat, right? When you're continuously doing cardio just to burn your stomach belly fat, nothing is going to happen, right? You're going to lose more muscles, slow down your metabolism, and you're going to lose weight, but most of that weight is coming out of your muscles. Okay, 70% muscles, 30% fat. That's the ratio if you are extreme in cardio. Okay, so forget about cardio. That's not going to happen, right? So now let's talk about, let's say you are around 30% body fat, right? That's what majority average male is. He's like 30 plus percent fat, right? So let's say you're 31, 29, something like that percent body fat. Like now what can be done, right? So the first step is you have to focus, and it should be laser focus towards your nutrition. Okay, so people have their focus on the wrong things. They are focusing on streamlining their workouts, but majority of the folks have to focus on their nutrition. If you are close to 30% body fat, and I'll say if you are even about 20% body fat, you have to focus on your nutrition. Forget about your workouts. Okay, if you're about 20% body fat, now what can you do about it, right? So first of all, you have to see what you have to eat. Okay, how's your nutrition built? Now the majority of the folks, and I don't want to pinpoint everyone, but they don't know uh, how much they are eating. Okay, and that's the hurdle in losing body fat. Okay, if you don't know how many calories you are eating every day, there is no way in the world that you can come down below 20% body fat. Okay, so it's very critical to monitor what you're eating every day. Weighing your food, have a food weighing scale. You can get it in Amazon or anywhere else, right? So get it and measure your food. Okay, it's very critical. Forget about your workouts again. If you're about 20% body fat, get your food weighing scale, start measuring, start weighing everything that's going through your mouth. Okay, if you're not doing that, and if you have never done that, I can guarantee you you can never come below 20% body fat. And if you cannot come below 20% body fat, you cannot lose belly fat, because belly fat you lose right at the end when you're below 15, 14, 13%, right? So there's no way you can lose belly fat unless you are monitoring your food every day, at least for a few months, okay, if not years. So get your food weighing scale, start monitoring your what you're eating, have your meals planned, choose any app. I like MyFitnessPal, right? So start tracking your calories, your macros, your proteins, your carbs, your fats every day. Okay. So that's one thing. Now the second thing is, once you have started monitoring that, how much should you eat? Right? Another thing. So let's say I generally, it's a complex calculation, right? Because your metabolism is very complex. So I generally do it for my private students how to do that. But as a general rule, if you are in your body fat percentage is in 20s, I would say take your weight in pounds and multiply that by 13. Okay. So let's say your weight currently is 200 pounds. Multiply that by 13, so that is like 2600 calories. Start consuming 2600 calories every day. Okay. So what that'll do is it'll at least keep you in 300 to 400 calorie deficit, if not more. Okay. So what this is going to do is this is going to you're going to start losing 1 pound or zero point 0.8 to 1 pound every week, right? And this is not extreme caloric deficit I'm saying, right? This is very, very moderate. And now you have to start monitoring how your weight is changing. Again, it's all it's all game of numbers. Okay, if you can't manage those numbers, you will not be able to lose uh, fat. Okay, and I'm talking about fat. If you want to lose weight, you can go run, do whatever you want to do, right? That's muscle loss. But if you want to lose fat, track your weight, and that is morning weight. So as you are having your calories, your protein and everything, track your morning weight, how your morning weight is moving, right? So now let's say you are eating 2600 calories every day, and after and don't get scared when you don't lose anything for a day or you gain some weight. It's all right, because always look at your weekly weight averages. So let's say you went through the calorie in a week, you see, okay, the loss weight average loss that you're having is, let's say, 3 pounds, right? Now I say that 3 pounds weight loss is too much in a week, okay, within a week. Because if you are going like 3 pounds, it means that you're losing muscles also, right? So that means your calories might be too low. Okay, so you might bump your calories by maybe, let's say, 100. From 2600 calories, move it to 2700 calories a day, and go next week with 2700 calories every day. And after a week, monitor your weight for the entire week, and then see how much has your weight reduced. And you might see, okay, now my weight is reducing by 1 pound to 1.5 pounds every week, which is exactly the rate we want to go at. Okay. So if you're too obese, right? If you're too overweight, then I think for you it's all right to lose 2 to 3 pounds a week. That's fine. But if you are in like 20% body fat, around 30, below 30, around that, right? Let's aim to lose around 1 to 2 pounds, right? So you'll be losing 1 pound to 2 pounds initially, which is fine. So if you're losing that much, it's okay. Keep that calories, 2700 calories every day. Keep going, keep going, keep going every week. Follow, see your morning weight, see how the things are changing, and keep going, right? And then there'll be a time when you're not losing any more weight, right? So let's say after 3 months you have lost 20 pounds. Now you're not losing any weight. That's because your body metabolism has adapted, or body has adapted, and now you have to do something else, right? So try cutting in a little bit of more calories to around 2500 calories, or 26, move from 2700 calories to 2600 calories. Cut them by 100 and see how your morning weight is changing every week. Okay. And keep doing that, cutting and adding calories till your weight gets down, like to the body fat percentage, like you are 14% or 15% body fat, and you start seeing your abs. So now you know that, okay, my abs are coming in, I have lost sufficient weight. And this weight loss every week of 1 to 1.5 pounds will ensure that your more majority weight loss is fat and not muscles. Okay. Keep doing it till you're comfortable, right? So in my cutting phase, I go till I'm single body fat percentage, right? So I'm comfortable going till 7%. And that is the time when I stop cutting, because I become very uncomfortable. My energy is low, my libido is low, and I'm not able to sleep well, right? So that's where I stop. That, okay, I can't go below 7% body fat. I need to start eating more, right? And now when I start eating more, I'll increase my calories by 100 every day, right? So if I'm eating 2000 calories, I'm going to eat 2100 calories for a week, and I'm going to see how my morning weight is changing. And now if it's rapidly increasing, then I need to bump down my calories. But if it's increasing by half a pound, zero point 0.8 pounds every week, it's okay. That is ensuring that now you're only building muscles and not fat. Okay. So very slow increments and very slow decrements give us an indication that yeah, this is not fat, this should be muscles. Again, with this, as you are doing your weight recordings and your food tracking, you have to ensure that you are lifting weights. Okay, so one thing that will ensure that you are not losing muscles is that you are working out every day in the gym, you are eating enough protein every day. These two factors are going to ensure that you are not losing muscles and you are only losing fat. Okay, that's it. You don't need to worry about anything else. Okay, so try increasing, decreasing calories depending upon how your morning weight is changing. And there will be a time when few things will plateau. Either it's your weight, it's not able to come down. So just increase the calorie deficit, and maybe sometimes your weight is not going up, you're not able to go up when you are doing a little bit of bulking, then maybe increase the calories a little bit more, right? So that's what I keep doing the entire year, right? My majority of the phase goes in bulking, where I'm eating for, like, let's say 3 to 4 months. I'm trying to eat a little bit more, keep building muscles, but not fat. And then I'll go into 2 to 3 weeks of deficit, so that whatever little bit of fat I have gained, I will lose in that next 3 weeks. And then again, my phase of bulking starts, right? So this phase is controlled by your morning weight. How is it going? Okay, so monitor your morning weight. That's why it's very important to monitor your nutrition. If you're not doing it, there is no way in the world that you can lose fat. Okay, people say that we can eyeball the food. It's not possible. I cannot do it after 10 years. I make a lot of mistakes. I can't believe that people can eyeball food and say how many calories they're eating. It's definitely not possible. Weigh the food and record it. Okay, and measure how much your morning weight is changing. That's going to give you an indication. Okay, so that's the first thing. You can easily lose 20 pounds in 90 days by doing this, by monitoring your calories, protein, weightlifting, and your morning weight. That's all. We don't need to do anything complex. This is a very, very easy thing to do. Okay, now on top of it, right? On top of it, don't do any cardio. And I'm not suggesting any cardio, because we don't do any excessive cardio, because we don't need to do it, right? It's just sometimes what you can do is on top of it. If you say that I want to lose little bit of more fat, let's say you want to lose 5 to 7 pounds of more fat in 3 months, this is the thing I'll do. Okay, I will introduce 2 high intensity interval training sessions per week. Okay, after you are done with your workouts, just have a 20-minute session. High intensity interval training session will be on, I generally have it on treadmill because it's the safest route to go. And what you will do is you will sprint. Actually, you will sprint for 30 seconds to 40 seconds, and it will be at a very, like, the speed you are like, okay, I can't run beyond that, right? That will be last only for 30 to 40 seconds, and then take 1 minute of rest, and then again run for 30, sprint for 30 seconds to 40 seconds, and then again 1 minute of rest. So do this for, I say, like 10 sprints and then rest. One sprint, rest, one sprint, rest. Do it like 10 sprints. Okay, so do it in a couple of times a week. What this is going to do is, you are going to lose 7 to 8 more pounds of fat in 3 months. Okay, so and the good thing about that is, somehow these high intensity sessions send a message to the nervous system that you have to preserve muscle but lose fat. So it's the trigger, it's the rhythm that your body gets, that you end up losing fat and not muscles with the high intensity training sessions. You are utilizing your fat, and actually, okay, and not muscles and not carbs actually. So try those high intensity training sessions. So actually you will end up losing 27 to 28 pounds in 90 days of fat actually, right? And without any excessive cardio, without any restrictions on your diet. Okay, and it's very, very, very easy, right? So that's what I say. The normal students in my coaching, they lose easily around 25 to 30 pounds by doing this, and there's they do weight training for around 2 hours a week, right? So that's why I don't understand when people say we are busy in what, right? Don't you have 2 hours a week, right? People are scrolling throughout the Facebook and they say they don't have time. It just requires 2 hours and you can lose 30 pounds in 3 months, right? 30 pounds of fat. What else you need? It changes your life. So guys, nutrition, okay. Monitor your morning weight, monitor your calories, macros, have your protein intake high, and do weight training 3 times a week. No more than that. You don't need to do actually, right? So 3 days, full body. If you're doing that'll tell your nervous system and your mind, your muscles that we have to preserve all the muscles, right? And we have to build on that. Okay, and then do a couple of high intensity interval training sessions a week. That's going to preserve your muscles and you're going to lose fat. Okay, it's good for the heart as well, right? So no excessive cardios, no doing cardios for 1 hour, 45 minutes, 50 minutes. That's not useful. That's not doing anything for you. Okay. So, and then again, the thing comes up that people want to lose more fat. So, there's another thing you can add on top of it, and that is you can add walking 10,000 steps every day. Okay. That is going to make sure that you are losing 4 to 5 more pounds of fat in 3 months. Okay. And that total comes down to like more than 30 plus pounds, right? So, if you can lose 30 plus pounds just by spending, let's say, 3 to 4 hours or 4 to 5 hours a week, why not, right? Why not? That simple it is actually. So these are few very very simple steps, right? And we can even go beyond that if you want to lose more, but that's it. People just have 4 to 5 hours a week, and if you have that, we can certainly do it by walking, by weight training, by monitoring our calories and macros, and by monitoring your morning weight. So it's that simple to lose 20 plus pounds, right? The lowest people lose is 20 pounds by following this approach, and the max you can lose is 35 pounds, and even more than that. If you are overweight, you can easily lose 10% of your body fat easily. Okay. So that being said, do you guys have any questions? I know this is basics, but I think implementing this is, somehow people think it's hard to implement, but I don't think so, right? If you can have the right knowledge, right education, this is the way to go. Don't fall for keto, paleo, intermittent fasting. We never do that because it's not sustainable, right? We may do intermittent fasting once in 1 month, right? That's all, right? So you don't need to worry about all those things. Okay, we have a question. So when you do the hit cardio, do you incline the, no, you don't need to, right? You can, but you don't need to. I just like to do it on parallel, right? You don't need to. Anyways, you are doing sprinting, and doing sprinting is much more comfortable to the joints when it's on normal surface, not an incline. So don't try incline, right? I at least for me, it's uncomfortable on my knees if I'm sprinting, right? So I don't do that. So just do on the normal surface. Okay. Do a couple of sessions of that. Just don't go beyond 20 minutes, right? So if you're doing 10 sprints, that will keep you within 20 minutes, I think, right? So, and try to go full force, right? But be aware of your joints, of your knees, right? And don't do it too often. If you want to do once a week, start with once a week, and that as time goes, you can have maybe twice a week. Once your knees are comfortable, once you think, okay, I can run better, right? Because running is also a skill that you have to learn. People don't know that, right? They just, if you have seen people, they just run in any fashion, right? Their hands are here, their legs are there. So it's also a skill. So build that skill. Okay. And when you're good with running skill, make it 2 sessions a week. Okay. So any more questions, guys? Right? But I think again, I keep putting emphasis on the basics because people don't want to do the basics. They want to go for the complex diets, right? Everyone is doing intermittent fasting. I will also do that. Everybody is doing keto. I'll also do that. And then after 3 4 months, some new diet comes and people are after that. Nothing happens, right? I haven't seen a lean person below 13%, 12% body fat, doing intermittent fasting, keto, or paleo. There is none in the world. Okay, there is a lot of research done that these diets people cannot sustain beyond 3 6 months. Okay, so what's the use of doing it? There is no use of doing it. Or the only diet that works is a high protein diet. Okay, if your diet lacks protein, all the diets are bad. Right, unless you have some I think glucose spike issues and some other sugar issues and everything, then I think, yeah, keto is fine then. Otherwise, if you're a normal person, you don't need all those complex diets. Go for a high protein diet and that's it. Very, very simple. Okay, any other questions, guys? So these are, implement these things, guys. I think I can't stress enough that implement these things. Take care of your nutrition. If your nutrition is messed up, you're drinking alcohol, it doesn't make sense. Your workouts doesn't make sense, right? You don't have energy and all those things, right? So monitor your food, monitor your calories, monitor your morning weight, and keep making progress. So guys, that's it for today. I think next week we'll have some other good session where I'll be expanding on this, right? But take care of your, again, nutrition and do your workouts. These things are very, very easy. As you go, you'll realize those things. So that's it for now. See you guys again next week. Till then, thanks to Everest for joining. I hope this helps you, and spread the message, right? I try to spread the same message. I hope you help more people. So thank you, guys. Talk again.